What is up, guys? It's Tyler from Bullseye Investing here. We had a great day in the stock market today. My portfolio went up almost 5%, and the huge driver of that was Marathon Patent Technologies, the topic of today's video. I bought this about a week ago, and it has gone up almost 30% since then. And actually, before I bought it, I mentioned it in this video where I asked, bullish on crypto, buy the stock now. And this was all about Marathon Patent Technologies. And I ended up putting my money where my mouth was, and this was the result of it. In today's video, we're going to talk about the future of Marathon Patent Technologies involving its competitors and updating my calculations based upon new news that I heard right now that pertain to the stock. So in the previous video about Marathon Patent Technologies, I did a lot of math involving the hash rates of Bitcoin mining and making some estimates on revenues. Well, there's been even more beneficial news that has come out, and we need to actually update these calculations. So, Marathon Patent Technologies is going to order 70,000 more Bitcoin miners, not 21,500 as I mentioned in my previous video. So this is new news. They're ordering 70,000, adding to the 21,500, as well as some of their other miners already existing, and that will get them more than 103,000 miners when this whole thing is developed, and that will take until December 2021. At December 2021, they'll receive their last shipment of Bitcoin miners, and they'll probably have it all set up maybe January 2022, very early 2022, okay? Now, this will give them 10.36 million terahashes per second. Now, the significance of this, I talked about in my other video, but basically this makes up a huge amount of the total Bitcoin hash rate. Not a huge amount, but a significant amount, more than 1%, more than 2%. That will make it so they are very profitable when everything is up and running. Now, of course, this is much higher than the 2.365 million terahashes per second that I calculated in the last video. But of course, there's more news about Marathon Patent Technologies that we need to take into account. I was bullish then when I calculated that 2,365,000 terahashes per second was a good sizable amount of the Bitcoin total hash rate, and it would lead them to a lot of money. But I'm even more bullish now with this new order. So CEO Merrick Okamoto said that if the miners are deployed immediately at a Bitcoin price of $28,000, of course it's gone up, we would produce approximately $618 million in revenue annually. And this is the more important part, approximately $523 million in gross profit annually. So as they build out their infrastructure, their cost per miner actually goes down because it's more and more effective as you have more and more miners, right? And this was a huge consideration that I brought up in my last video, how I calculated revenues, how they would have huge amount of revenues, but of course they need to calculate for the electricity bill and all that. So they say that they can make $523 million in gross profit annually, and of course the Bitcoin price went up, but I don't think that these numbers will change that much based on the Bitcoin price going up, because it's all proportional amount of time that it takes them to mine the Bitcoin. As Bitcoin price goes up, so does the number of people mining Bitcoin, and it all cancels out in terms of profits in US dollars. But a huge part of Bitcoin mining companies and investing in the stocks is evaluating each company based on its competitors, right? Because Bitcoin is a highly competitive space where each company, each pool is trying to mine and beat the other pools in calculations in order to actually get the Bitcoin. So how does Marathon Patent Technology stack up against other competitors? Well, we're going to look at another huge main Bitcoin name, or Riot Blockchain. Of course, this stock has also had astronomical growth the past few weeks, and they actually have a 3.8 million terahash per second goal for 2021. So this is actually less than the 10.36 million terahashes per second Marathon is going to have by probably early 2022, when all things work out and their whole system is built out. This makes Marathon Patent Technologies the largest Bitcoin self-mining company in North America, okay? This is a very good thing. Right now, they have $27.1 million in cash and no long-term debt, so their balance sheet is also very good right now. Now, if you believe that Bitcoin will continue to go up and up and up, which is the main reason I also bought the stock, then Marathon Patent Technologies is a good stock to buy, okay? And I think that you should buy it now at these levels because it will continue to grow as Bitcoin price goes up. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Like this video and subscribe, please. Thanks for watching.